Good afternoon, and welcome back to my channel called Russell Does Stuff. My name is Russell, and I work 6 hours on Monday, 6 hours on Tuesday, and whenever I don't get finished, I'll finish up on Wednesday. This is the last video that I'm making in my series, the Jeep Scrambler. Everybody knows I bought a 1981 Jeep Scrambler, automatic, low miles, original miles, carpet painted black. It had an outstanding paint job on it. It was rust free. Engine bay was detailed pretty decent underneath of it. Had a lot of dirt that was painted over by black satin paint. The valve cover is plastic and leaked. Came with sets of original doors, original hard top, original soft top, not hard top, and just a neat Jeep. The tires were almost brand new. It was a really good vehicle. I spent a bunch of months looking for something that I could put into this auction here. And it was something I always wanted to do. Instead of being a spectator, I wanted to get off the sidelines and get involved in the auction. It looks like it's so much fun when you see it on television, and the excitement and the busyness of the whole. It's an extravaganza. It's a very smart business plan. You combine car shows with an auction. It's a great business plan. Whoever thought of it was on to something. There's a bunch of them out there that go around. Barrett's the biggest. I think Meek's the second biggest, or maybe the biggest now. I don't know. But it's a really good concept. When you go to a car show, you can't buy cars sometimes. They're just there for your enjoyment, just to look at. Here, you provide them with the cars that their customers can enjoy, whether they're buying or not, and there's food and stuff like that there. It's a neat time. So I decided that this Jeep was the perfect Jeep for the auction. I don't know if it was ego or what that kind of pushed me over the edge, that pushed me into doing something that I wanted to do. Just because you want to do something doesn't mean it's a good idea. You can't judge the future. You can't predict what's going to happen at moments in time sometimes. And when you're in business, you want to make money. That's your goal, okay? And you want to do the best research that you possibly can. And the more research you do and the more experience you have, the better you are at something. Like, I can go to someone's house and give them an estimate for services because I've done it over and over and over for years and years and years. Now, there were people at this auction who had 10 cars in it, 1 car in it, 20 cars in it. They had experience. To them, I don't know, it's a numbers game. 1 car may do well, 1 car may not do well, and at the end it all washes out. And in my research, those people tend to wind up on the winning side of the day. So by putting 1 vehicle in the auction was probably a mistake. I probably should have brought 3 or 4 or 5 cars and put them in the auction. I thought that this vehicle was going to sell for over $30,000. All my research in the chit chat surrounding this Jeep was that it should go for around $34,000. Now, the money was there or the money wasn't there. I have no idea. All I know is that I got a $21,000 bid on the Jeep. I got to drive it across the auction block. Now, Thursday, they were only streaming for YouTube. Saturday was the big day where you pay more money and you're on television and they got the cameras out and stuff. And there's more buzz in the room. You know, hey, you know, no cowbell noises or anything, but more buzz. The primo cars at this auction are going across the block. And some of them didn't sell. A majority of them did sell. My Jeep didn't sell on Thursday. And I called the representative that was working with me and I asked him what to do. He says, you can get it anytime you want, but I would just recommend you leaving it here until Saturday's over with and then picking it up the next day. From Thursday to about 2:30, I didn't have any action on the Jeep. Nobody was calling me. And I didn't know why. I was kind of frustrated at the whole process. I wrote some notes down on a board here that fell over. I was kind of frustrated that I didn't know what was going on. And I kind of felt like I should go grab a lawn chair and go sit next to that vehicle. And every person that came up, hi, my name is Russell of Russell Does Stuff. This is what the Jeep's about. Are you interested? I think next time, if I ever do it, I'll do that. I will get a hotel room and I'll be with that Jeep the whole time. Somebody around 2:30 decided to make an offer for that Jeep. They went to the bid goes on department and they signed a buyer's agreement for $26,500. I don't know why they picked that number. I think it was because they had to ship it maybe. They had to do this and that. Had some extra fees and stuff like that in it. And they had a specific number they wanted to be at or below. And I think by the end of the day, they were around 28 or 30 after fees and delivery. You know, the delivery service, some of them are, are $1,200 or so. That's just my knowledge of shipping things, 8 to 12, okay? The guy called me at 3:30. And I'd been waiting for that phone to ring since Thursday. I left my phone at the house. I went to the store. I came home. I came in the back way. I heard my phone ring. And it was the phone number from this place. Turned the TV off, grabbed my phone, put it on speaker. I told him who I was. This is Russell with Russell Does Stuff. What's going on? We had a conversation about the Jeep. I asked him if there was any way he could get a little more money out of the guy. He said no, he tried. I asked him how much I got to keep if I agreed to this buyer's signed offer thing. He said I got to keep $23,850. So I had some quick thinking to do. No one else has put an offer in on the Jeep since Thursday. I had to go back up on Sunday and get it. It's a lot of work. It's not easy stuff. I made a decision to sell it. I said, go ahead and sell it. Is there anything else you need from me? He said, nope. Have a good day, Russell, who does stuff. And he hung up the phone. Should I have gone Sunday and picked the Jeep up and tried selling it on Bring a Trailer, eBay, or Facebook? I've never tried to sell it on Facebook. I've never put it on eBay. I just went right to the auction with it. Did I make money on this Jeep Scrambler? I think I'll make money in the future because now I have a lesson that I've learned. And sometimes that's the best money, is a lesson learned. You hit your hand with a hammer, you're least likely to do it again in the future. I had to pay taxes on that vehicle, get it registered. I have gas and time in that vehicle. I have an auction fee of $500. If it was a primo, mint condition, bubble wrapped car still in its original box, the auction fee would have cost me more. The auction fee for this vehicle only cost me $500. And it wasn't supposed to be kept under a tent. I was surprised that it was parked under a tent when I arrived on Thursday. I guess it was a nicer Jeep, a nice vehicle. They parked it under the tent and not out in the field where the other cars were parked. I have food costs, etc. The seller's fee, the buyer's fee, is 10%. So that's why I'm getting $23,850. I learned something. You ever go to a casino? Who always wins? Now, I've gone and played blackjack, and I've played poker before. I win once in a while, and you won't win once in a whiles, plural. The house always wins. The auction wins. They're the house. And a casino is an example. This was like gambling. They got paid, they got paid, they got paid. Will I ever do this again? Yes and no. If I have one of those vehicles, I'll do it again. And I'll make like a mini vacation out of the deal. This time, it was not fun. It was work. Getting the vehicle there safely, making sure it's still clean, making sure it runs and drives, getting it on and off the trailer correctly, making sure the employees know how to start it up and drive it away. I ran into a situation where one of the employees was revving it up and trying to get it to move, and it got flooded. It's a carburetor. So you're babysitting something, and it's frustrating, and it's mentally consuming. So it wasn't fun for me. I wasn't the customer this time, or the spectator who walked around and oogled at all the vehicles. I had skin in the game this time. I'm making the dinner for the party, okay? Next time, like I said, I'll get a hotel room. I will be there for all those days. And I will have a different type of a vehicle. And it will be in the building with the air conditioning running. It will go across the block on Saturday. And if it doesn't sell, I'll be fine with that because I'll put it on Facebook, eBay, or Bring a Trailer. There was a 304 Jeep Scrambler manual that was there also. That was my competition. It sold for $25,000. It had a bigger engine. It had the fun manual. It had a little bit of a lift kit on it. It had hard doors and a hard half top. My Jeep sold for more money. That guy, I have no idea what he made and what he paid for his Jeep. So, is it the economy? Is the market changing that much in the collector car world to where that's the reason all the prices were down in the auction? I'm going to say that's a factor. People aren't throwing around money like they were a few years ago. I've researched this auction for 4 or 5 years. I thought I was prepared to get in the Shark Tank and swim around and survive and come out with a nice profit that I could roll into something else. So, the Jeep is gone. From what I can imagine, that person is very happy owning that Jeep. I didn't hear any bad reports about anything or anyone when I had the conversation with the person who called me. I'll never know that person. He'll never know me. And it was an experience I'll never forget. July 9th through 12th, 2025, Florida Summer Special is in the books. It's in the past. I'm going to move on and look towards the future. I'm glad I didn't put this in the auction. There was another Jeep in super duper duper condition that didn't bring any money. So I'm going to pivot like you're supposed to do in business. I'm going to pivot and we'll see what happens. When I'm looking forward and I'm not looking back. Well, this is Russell with Russell Does Stuff. And this is what happened at the auction. And if you like this kind of stuff, like and subscribe. Put a comment down below if you want. I'll answer any questions that anyone might have. I know there's a handful of people following this journey that I was on. Don't worry about me. I've made money on 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of the last vehicles that I've purchased and sold. I've said in one of my past videos that it's a numbers game. I'm still up, but I'm not up as much as I thought I was going to be, okay? And that's okay. I'm going to continue to step up to the plate and take a swing. Whether I do this again or not, it's 50-50. But if I ever do, it'll be with a primo vehicle. Until the next one.